Excellency, what happened in Afghanistan? I am referring to the takeover by the Taliban. So was it a surprise for you people?
Thank you very much, Ms. Safi. It's an honor and a great pleasure to be here to do this interview. So first of all, may I take this opportunity to express my highest respect for my audience in this great country. It is a first-time visit to your beautiful country, which I long for, and for this television. I also thank you to give me this opportunity to connect us as a team on the issue of the Afghanistan, and also between China and Afghanistan people, which really attach great importance to this all-weather strategic cooperative partnership, which have given us both peoples so much benefits and progress in our cooperation. We come together to this political solution, efforts for the political solution of the issue is another evidence for this all-weather strategic cooperative partnership between China and Pakistan. Regarding to your question, may I understand as such that this tragic situation of the war for 20 years and also on the recent change, on the one hand, we all hope it will end as soon as possible in a peaceful way and to the will and respect of Afghan people. On the other hand, in the recent change, some people put it as dramatic change. Some people put it as significant change of Afghanistan. That is, Taliban entered Kabul, and we see a new situation. Not many really people expected it will happen this way. But I think all the countries, especially China, Pakistan, and the neighbor countries and the regional countries hope it will have a peaceful settlement, political settlement, and will bring the opportunity for Afghan people to hold the fate in their own hands and to have the peaceful reconciliation and to find a way to build, construct, reconstruct their country themselves. So let's see, there are still some uncertainties, there are a lot of uncertainties there. Let's work together. I have been working and communicating with my counterparts, the special representative like Mr. Satik in this country. We have become very good friends, and I had a conversation with him just yesterday, very good talk, and also some other neighbor countries and regional countries.
Excellency, now this mess which was created by the US and the NATO forces, or we can say by the Ashraf Ghani government, the world and the Afghans, they are looking towards China. Not only China is now emerging as the world power, but also the neighbor of Afghanistan. So China has declared to work with Taliban. So will China also going to recognize the government of Taliban?
Very good question. I think this question includes many very meaningful, very good elements. I like to say in this way. First of all, the hasty and irresponsible withdrawal of American troops and NATO from Afghanistan is the major factor for the disaster situation, the chaos of Afghanistan. Many people, many countries, we also said that the United States should take major responsibility for such a situation, the chaotic situation. For 20 years, they put troops there, and and now they have without appropriate peace arrangement or political reconciliation prospect. They did that hasty withdrawal. It is really a very irresponsible way to do this. We hope that the United States should draw lessons from this and to redress the mistakes. And the United States also maybe the biggest factor for an outsider, and in the future, in the current efforts for the political settlement and the political solution of Afghan issue. We do hope they will not repeat the mistakes. This really shows that in the international arena, to use power politics, to use military means to solve the problem, and to intervene a sovereign country's domestic affairs, it always causes more problems than solve the problems. This we repeatedly tell our American counterparts. They really have to seriously think about it. In the new era of international situation, international relations, we should handle there are complicated questions. There are a lot of issues, but to use military force, to use the power politics, and to use the pressure approach is not a good way. Another thing, your question, if I understand correctly, that now the situation in Afghanistan has indeed had a significant change. And on the one hand, Taliban, we have met them, and our state councilor and foreign minister met Taliban delegation in Tianjin, and we also in some other occasions, like in the Troika +1, China, Russia, United States, Pakistan play a very important role in engage Taliban and other political forces in Afghanistan. That is the major stakeholders in all these days and months in Afghanistan to facilitate peaceful solution and the peaceful reconciliation and the political settlement of Afghan issue. Just now I said, on the one hand, we see some progress in Taliban side. They have said they will military solution is no option, and that they are in favor, and they will do political settlement, and they will do the inclusive government of the future political setup. We also, and they said, they promised they will, with the other forces together, to continue to fight against terrorism, which is very important, not only for Afghanistan, but also for the neighboring countries. As we always said, the future of Afghanistan should not be again to be a place, to be the safe haven of the terrorism. It must make a clear break, to clean cut off with any terrorist groups. Of course, in China, we have our particular concern about East Turkestan Islamic Movement, ETIM. Yeah, I believe in Pakistan, in other neighboring countries, all have the different particular concerns, we understand. So the position to fight against terrorism is a must. And they promise that. And also, we hope, we speak to them that the current political settlement process and the future government should be inclusive, there should be moderate and sound Muslim policy. Put it in one sentence, the future government should have the support of the people. It serves the people. So it is a comprehensive, widely covered, inclusive government. And last but not least, this government will be internally promote and to work for the independent reconstruction, peaceful development of the country. Externally, will be friendly on the neighbors, and will not be the threat. Will not to make the Taliban to make the Afghanistan as a threat to neighbors and to region, to international society at large.
Excellency, but in the previous Taliban government, we found that the sanctuaries of ETIM were there, and their leader of that time, Abdul Haq Turkestani, he was also hiding in Afghanistan. And now the Security Council have mentioned in its report that few hundred ETIM workers, they are still living in Afghanistan. So did Taliban give you any surety or guarantee that they will not harbor the ETIM people in their controlled area?
I think politically, the leadership of Taliban, they have they gave the words, and they promised, they try to make they will, and they are make the clear break with or from the terrorism, and to have the clear cut off. Of course, we not only listen to the words, and we listen to the words, and we also pay more attention, and it's more important to see the deeds. So for Taliban, as you rightly mentioned, in the past, international society and some political forces in Afghanistan, they know they also have their lessons they have to draw upon. And my view is, we look at this Taliban now as an important Afghanistan political and military force. They are having an opportunity to be a constructive and a positive force for the current solution of the Afghanistan problems. And they have that historical opportunity, and they should seize this opportunity to lead and guide the country together with other political forces, to include all the people, to represent the unity of the country, the unity of the people, with all the different religion and the ethnic groups, to build the country. We not only see their past, we pin the hope of their future. We do not only listen to their words, we also see the deeds, what they did. So it is a process. It is a process. We are in the middle of that. Internationally, I think international arena, the international community should also to encourage all the positive trends and elements of the country, including Taliban, and to together, international society, the regional countries, the neighboring especially, we, both China and Pakistan, are important, constructive neighbor countries of Afghanistan. We should unite to have the message speaking out, also to encourage the constructive and positive elements of this country, which have suffered so much over the past 20 years, the 40 years, and the 70 years. And at the same time, we try to help each other while we always remember that we should respect to their sovereignty, territorial integrity, and independence for their opportunity to govern their affairs in this really critical moment.